But I'm a lady-hearted gal, can't you tell? But that won't stop me, 'cause till you hurt me, I guess it's just as well I'm gonna fire off a hoodoo rocket. Highly reactionary, a hoodoo rocket. Anything but temporary, a hoodoo rocket. Potent and extraordinary. Oh, you better leave it alone. It's very close to hear the back cut.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the lounge this Friday evening. We are on the eve of Halloween night and a blue moon. And there's a lot of energy connected to this blue moon, which I'm going to talk about tonight. We have April, May, and the June bugs back again. They're our Halloween house band. And tomorrow's Halloween. And we can't wait to hear what they have in store for us today. We have Elise Sattilaro as our medium on tonight. We have got lots of stuff going on, which I can't wait to get to. Let me just say hi to everybody who's coming on. We have Lori Matthews who's here. Regular guest. How you doing, Lori? Beth Ann, Christina. Happy Halloween Eve, she says. Happy Halloween Eve. Lisa Gardner, Dana Michelle. She's saying I have a spot on the other. I'm thinking on the office she's talking about. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I can talk about that tonight. Hello on the Blue Move Eve, Michelle. Good to see you guys. Oh my goodness. I got to bring Elise right on so we could start getting onto this stuff. Hi, Elise. Hey. What's going on?
Hey. Happy Halloween Eve.
I know. Your energy is like really... It's really intact tonight. There's like stuff going on. You know what I mean?
A lot of stuff. Yeah, and we're both wearing blue. I noticed that.
You know what? We've been doing that lately. I don't know what that's about, but we've been doing that lately.
Either. No clue.
I am wearing blue for the blue moon though, because I'm feeling blue. How are you feeling? Huh?
Tired. Just tired.
You're tired.
Just tired. Just a little brain drain, but a lot of energy.
Yeah, how are you dealing with the energy lately?
I feel like I have to take a time out when I, it hits all of a sudden, and then I take my cat nap for 10 minutes, and then I feel better. So I have my little rejuvenation every night. So it helps me,
Well, your skin, your energy looks good. You look like bright. Yeah, you're looking good. I can't complain.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you can't complain. That's good.
Yeah, so... Let's just talk about Elise's bracelet, which was channeled through me.
I'm so excited.
Yes. Great. This is going to Elise. She needs some of that solar plexus activated. Right, girlfriend? That power center activated. And then we got that grayish blue that you love, keeping that third eye intact. Number one.
I love it. Thank you.
And keeping it centered. And then we got these neon green clasps for your psychic ability and Ghostbusters stuff that's got going on in your house. So
that could be another reason why too, I think.
Now
little
I want to show you something, Elise. What's going on here?
What do you have? Oh, it's something.
Can you guys see?
No.
You can't see?
Are those all the? Are those?
They're all the bracelets.
You did
Yeah.
all that?
Yeah.
You rock.
And
That's awesome.
This is the newest weave. I'm going up in I'm going up in challenge. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are you adding more color in between the braiding?
Yeah, this is the old weave. This is the different weave. See?
Oh, so you crisscross your herringbone this time.
Yeah, this is different.
It.
This is different energy, different stuff going on.
We
even have a fall one happening here. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that a female fall? Because I know George
that's a female fall,
right?
No, he already got his.
He did? Good.
Dropped it off. Yeah, I'm trying to actually upload the video of me going and dropping his off.
Oh, okay.
But it seems like I'm having trouble. So I want to talk about this blue moon because a lot of people are wondering about it. A lot of people are asking about it. I want to know what's going on. And I want to know how you guys are doing today. I want to know what's going on with you guys. I want to know if you could relate to what I was talking about in the office the other day, which is stuff is really, really happening with you guys unearthing the pain body. Okay, going through the dark night of the soul. Last week was crazy. If you were on the verge of an emotional breakdown, if rage came out, memories from childhood that you didn't want to remember, grief, very sad. If you have somebody in your life, maybe there were some issues within the relationships because of the old patterns and energy that's coming out. And a lot of people are feeling like they want to give up. They want to just say, I don't want to deal with this any longer. The problem is you haven't dealt with it for 15 years because we're in the 19-year cycle. We're in the 15-year cycle. And you have to push through because this is your chance to finally make it out of the so-called woods. Okay?
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Dana and Michelle's talking about that. So the other night you talked about going back to your childhood roots. I just ordered the old-fashioned clue. Board game? Yeah. I'm ordering lots of board games too. How you feeling about that? You like board games, Elise?
I'm over analytical, so I always tend to forget the rules because I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm not a good board game player.
Okay, we're gonna have to get you into some board games.
I know. I like Candyland.
Okay, we'll get you into Candyland.
All right.
But, for the transition to this 5D, that's why you need one of these bracelets. I have an orange one for my sacral chakra, purity around that. Snowboard George got one the other week. I don't know if it's working out for him. He seems to be, messaging me. Things are kind of going crazy on his end, so I'm hoping it'll calm him down. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But the new weave is here. This is a more challenging weave. I had to learn it, and it's paying off dividends. So I'm going to be giving away. Now this is a man's bracelet right here. This is a very nice, nice blue. Yeah, with the black. Very nice. Guy with like a 8.5 inch wrist, 9 inch. Okay. Going hard on that. So I want to talk about, George is here. He's telling us it's working. Okay. George, I have a video of me going to your house, which I didn't tell you about yet. I'm trying to air it, but I don't know if it's going to upload. But it was a funny little video because you weren't there. I was just stalking your house. So let's talk about the blue moon, okay? So I really wanted an expert to come on here to talk about the blue moon, right? But no experts arose. So I'm just going to have to channel and go into the Farmer's Almanac, which I did, and talk about it because people want to know about it. People want to know what's so different about this moon that's happening now. Now, did you know there were 2 full moons in October? Did you know that, Elise?
No, I didn't. Now I do.
See? That's why it's blue. It's not really blue
like
blue. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to give you guys some information. And at least you can tell me how you feel about it.
All right.
So, in total for 2020, we have 13 full moons. 13 full moons, including 2 super moons and a full moon on Halloween, which is more uncommon than you may realize, is what the Farmer's Almanac said. The first moon of 2020 howled on to the scene with January's wolf moon on January 10th, which is around your birthday and my birthday, right?
Right.
Usually we have one for each month, making the total 12 for the year. But on occasions, there's months that come with 2 full moons. Okay. This is why, and we're in Scorpio season as well. So think about, that's a fixed sign. Think about, we're unearthing all this childhood trauma and grief or whatever, any pain you've had or any grief or any trauma, whatever. We're coming into it. We're feeling it. We're trying to release it. We're going into the 5D. We've got COVID going on. We got an election. We've got all this going into universal consciousness. I mean, we are in the woods and it's Scorpio season, which means that you're going into the depths. That's even worse.
I know.
And the moon is in the fixed sign of Taurus, which means you don't have a choice to decide to do. You don't have like, oh, I'm going to deal with my pain body now. I'm going to go into the wounds. You don't have a choice. Okay? Taurus is a fixed sign. It's the bull. It means you're going and you're barreling in, and you're going to have to deal with the stuff that comes up. And if there's a big blow up, then you have to deal with it. Okay? This is a spiritual revolution for your soul as well as the world. Okay? So getting back to the blue moon. On occasion, some months will have 2 full moons. This is the case for October 2020. We have a full moon on Thursday, October 1st, which was the harvest moon. And again, October 31st, tomorrow, a Halloween full hunter's moon in all time zones, making this a super fun, rare treat.
This is so interesting.
Well, I'm telling you, I wanted an expert. There's no expert, so I had to be the expert.
You are the expert.
As usual. Why can't somebody just come in and tell me what it's up, stuff that I don't know about? Nope.
You need a science guy.
Be. No, you got. I think I'm going to have you do the research from now on.
All right,
do the research.
I'm willing to do that. Sure.
Okay. In 2001, ghosts and goblins in Central and Pacific time zones trick-or-treated by the light of the full moon. But a Halloween full moon hadn't appeared for everyone in all time zones since 1944. Can you believe that?
So what happened up to 1943?
It just the full moon hadn't appeared on Halloween.
Okay.
In all time zones since 1944.
I see. Okay.
In 2001, there was a light of the full moon, but it hadn't appeared for everyone in all time zones. 1944 it did. When you look at the full moon on Halloween night, it won't appear blue in color because I thought that's what it was. I thought we're going to see the blue full moon.
Right.
I'm a medium. I have no idea. Wanted an expert. Nobody showed up. But you'll be looking at something pretty uncommon, okay? A full moon on Halloween occurs roughly, get this, once every 19 years.
Wow.
A pattern known as the Metonic cycle. This well-known lunar cycle was discovered in 432 BC by the Greek Meton.
Hence the name.
Right. So for the Halloween full moon, this cycle worked very well in the 20th century. In the years 1925 and 1944, but thereafter, using the cycle, the date of the full moon shifted a day to November 1st. This was in 1963, 1982, 2001. But then in 2020, it returned to October 31st, which is this month, making it a rarer sight indeed. This is so rare, okay? This is the portal. Like you have portals in your house.
Right.
This is the portal of your spiritual transcendence, of your spiritual transformation. You want to use tomorrow to finally let go of any patterns that have been holding you back for 15 years. I've been talking to people on the phone. I've been having clients call. You know, everything's going on here. And I'm like, look, this is what you got to do. You got to do this. And people want to argue with me. People want to argue with me. Well, let me analyze this and analyze that. Oh, well, what am I going to do? I still want to do these behaviors and these patterns. You don't have choices. It's not going to work out. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You want to keep playing it out. That's your choice. I've been talking to y'all. I've been making bracelets. I've been doing this stuff since March 2020, since the world shut down. And people are calling me, telling me they want to do the opposite. Why are you paying me to call me? Call Elise. Tell her you're going to do the opposite. She'll kick you out the door. She'll put you in one of her portals. All right.
That's right.
Reach, girlfriend. Yeah. So I'm just not going to read for a little while. So Elise could smack everybody across the face and say, look, we want y'all in the 5D. We want y'all to listen. Just shut up and listen.
That's right.
Now, here's the thing. Elise and I, we talked before. We talked the other day. We're going through it too. So don't think, y'all, that we're sitting here on the high horse saying you got to do this and you got to do that. I'm having a hard time. Elise is having a hard time. I know I look like I have the eye makeup on and there's twinkly lights in the background. And Elise looks like there's flowers and hearts coming out of her head.
But
that's not true. No makeup. That's not true. Right, Elise? We're feeling it.
Very internalized, and we talk about this too. A lot of times the readings we give should be really for us.
Seriously.
Right? We should be taking our own advice.
Yeah.
And it's just it's difficult because you're stuck in one position and it's really like hard for you to put that all behind you in the garbage can and move forward, and break all those patterns, because patterns are very hard to break, especially if they come from your childhood. I really feel you have a very long road ahead of you. You have to put the work into it. So
that's right.
Take my own advice.
So don't be calling people like mediums and psychics being like, what's in my future for 2023? We're going to tell you what's in your future, but it's going to be along the same pathway that you've been going on. So if you're screwing up, you're repeating the same cycle, you're picking jerks and dildos and stuff what did I just say? Dildos? I don't know. Jerks and dodos. I meant dodos. Dodo birds. This is in the areas of love and also in the areas of business. If you're picking people to go into business with, they're just screwing you over all the time and you keep doing it over and over again. You gotta do something about it, right? But it's not going to be comfortable. It's just not a mental shift. It's not like you could just understand it and be like, oh, I understand why I'm doing it. Well, then why haven't you changed it in 15 years? Why haven't you changed it? I'm very passionate about this topic because I'm doing my work. You're doing your work, and everybody else got to do their work. Don't expect the magic wand of the psychic or medium. Or go on California Psychics. You want to call a psychic and feel better about yourself? Go on California Psychics.
That's not good news. That's
good news. Yeah, this is real here, people.
So good after the call. I've been told a couple times my reading people, they're like, you don't have to be so harsh. I'm like, I can't help it. It's what's coming through. You just have to take it. You have A and B, right?
Yeah.
You
think you guys think I'm tough? Get a reading with her. You guys think I'm tough? At least I have some like sensitivity going on. I'll give you. I realize I'm doing it. She doesn't have that. She just tells it like it is. At least I'm like, are you guys okay? Can you handle this information? Are you okay? Let me pull it back and be a little more sugar than salt.
Oh.
Elise doesn't care. She's going to tell you like it is. So back to the blue moon, right? So we're going to talk to some of our guests tonight who are going through these patterns. If I have to, I'm going to send them a link, and we have a special guest coming on tonight that just finds problems, he fixes it, and then they're done. It's like whatever, like it's all done. Okay. So we're having someone coming on that's take you and me together, put them together, put them in a socket, and send up a firework for the finale. This is how harsh this person is.
I'm afraid.
All right, so back to the blue moon, right? Blue moon definition for more than half a century. So this is the definition of a blue moon. Whenever 2 full moons appear in a single month, which happens on average every 2.5 to 3 years, the second full moon is christened a blue moon. Isn't that interesting? I didn't know that. So this is a fun fact. Anytime the moon is technically full on October 31st, which is Halloween, it would have to be a blue moon because the lunar cycle is only 29.5 days long. There is an alternative definition of a blue moon when there are 4 full moons in a single season. The third is considered. Okay?
Okay.
According to astronomers, we will all see 100% illuminated Halloween full moon in the years 2039, 2058, 2077, and 2096. 19-year pattern. Okay. Now, what I'm picking up about this 19-year pattern is this spiritual thing that's happening in Scorpio and the fixed sign of Taurus, and this spiritual unearthing in our souls to purge everything we no longer need for the 5D.
Right.
You have to look at the last 19 years. That's where the cycle probably took place as in the repeated fashion, right? Let's see. The good news is that even if the moon is a day or two away from 100% full on any particular Halloween, it can still serve the purpose for a spooky backdrop since most people can't tell the difference if it's 98% or not. Okay? So let me get a magically speaking. So we know what a blue moon is now. We know what's happening. It's 2 full moons in the month. Blue moons and full moons are amazing opportunities to release and heal. That's what they're meant to do. Astrologer Lisa Stardust tells, now that's not her last name, I don't know why she's saying it, tells Refinery 29. She points out that this moon is a very fortunate time to mend our bodies, mind, and hearts. All right? So we're mending. We're mending. And after spending the majority of 2020 in a constant state of panic, confusion, and anxiety, we need that healing, don't we? But it's not going to come easy. Leslie Hale, psychic astrologer at Keen.com, says this energy from Uranus could cause us to experience sudden but positive aha moments. Depending on what the moon is aspecting in your chart, we could also find ourselves in a situation where it is time to let go, finally, of certain things, negative situations, and habits. So it's just confirming what I've been doing, what I've been feeling, what you've been going through, Elise. The moon's connection with Uranus can cause fear and anxiety. I know I've been feeling that. Restlessness and a tendency toward rapid emotional changes. So that's good news, right?
Very on point. Yep.
But it's not going to be fun for most of you. So you know what? Why don't we just bring a little fun into our... Why don't we just bring a little fun in? Okay, I want to hear from you guys while we're bringing a little fun in. Because we just laid you guys down with some like harsh truths. I'm going to pick out somebody out of the chat room tonight. I just might give them the link to come on for us to just if they need a 2x4 over the head, we need to get them into the 5D. We need to give them a bracelet. That's what we're going to have to do. But for now, I want to pull on our lovely April, May, and the June bugs to get us into the energy, okay? Get us into the energy. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How you doing?
We're doing good. How are you guys?
I don't know. We're trying to get into the 5D. We're trying to make it through this moon situation here that's going on.
I think that singing helps.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys say so, let me pull you guys. Let me pull you guys up here. What's going on here?
Because we've been feeling the energy too.
Oh
And
yes.
when we start singing and practicing, we feel a lot lighter.
Yep.
Okay.
So maybe put on some music that you love, and just kind of shift your mood into a happier place.
You guys look amazing.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Can we just talk about that for a second?
The tux.
You guys look incredible.
I know.
So much. You guys look beautiful.
Actually, this is a lounge jacket because
It's the lounge.
isn't it? Check it out.
Oh my goodness. You guys look so like you guys are putting me into the mood.
The bow tie rocks.
Yes, that was my dad.
People are loving your outfits.
Walking bow tie from when he was gigging.
I got this.
Gigging.
And to make
All
it
right.
nice and spry. That banjo.
You can't be sad with a banjo.
No.
You just can't.
Absolutely not.
So we're
You
gonna
guys
do a
are making
song
me
called
so
It's
happy.
Halloween.
Because it is.
That's right. We're at the eve of Halloween. This is one that Catfish Dave and I wrote together.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn the show over to you guys. Whatever you want to do, go for it. Oh wait, I have to turn my music off. Sorry. There you go.
Okay. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
that sometimes terrifies me. Find me, find me. Did you hear that? Did you see that? Oh, it's such a fright. Did you feel that glittering waves of darkness move into the night? Trickery awaits in the thick of cold winds howl right through your bones. Hair stands on end, I'm all pins and needles. Hear the screech and scream, it's Halloween. A misty fog surrounds a swampy cove. Ooh. Black-fingered trees rustling and reaching low. Crackling limbs, a rushing flow. Something gurgles up from the unknown. Did you hear that? Did you see that? Oh, it's such a fright. Did you feel that chilling waves of darkness move into the night? Trickery awaits in the thicket. Cold winds howl right through your bones. Hair stands on end, I'm all pins and needles. Hear the screech and scream, it's Halloween. Eerie silence descends by the graveyard. Ooh. My footsteps quicken, my heart is beating hard. Ooh. Spidery webs weave across the gate. A lost soul wails before it's too late. Fade, fade. Did you hear that? Did you see that? Oh, it's such a fright. Did you feel that chilling waves of darkness move into the night? Trickery awaits in the thicket. Cold winds howl right through your bones. Hair stands on end, I'm all pins and needles. Hear the screech and scream, it's Halloween. I saw Marisa.
Wow.
I love it. Yeah.
We love it. Oh my
Thank you
God.
so much.
So great. Loving this.
That was a
Very
fun one to
good.
write.
Well, how are you guys feeling on this blue one? You guys feeling all the stuff we're talking about? Because you sound great.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, within this song, a chord didn't agree with me. It's like, hey, where did that come from?
There's been for me personally a lot of overwhelm. Like it feels like my
Oh.
head is swimmy. You know, the past couple days, and
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of good things happening for us. But even though they're good things, I still feel overwhelmed. You know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we have a special guest that's coming on that's going to fix all of our problems tonight.
Cool.
I mean, you guys may know him. Okay, you may know him, but you may know him as somebody different that he may be coming on as tonight. All right.
Is he tall,
Okay.
dark, and handsome?
He
He's
may have a
single?
tall, dark, he may have a tall, dark, and handsome instrument. No pun intended. No pun. So everybody's feeling overwhelmed. We got psychics and mediums here who need somebody to come in and kind of guide people that want readings. Like, what should you guys be doing? Like, they're not listening to us, so maybe he's going to help fix this problem for us, Elise. And maybe
I need help.
Yeah, we need help. We need help. So, and anybody in the chat room that wants to come on and be assessed not only by Elise and I tonight within your transition, don't be asking for predictions, all right? We want to know if you're going through the transformation, you're going through the stuff, you can't stop certain cycles, we're going to help you out of it. Just put in the chat room, hey, I'm in, and put your email down, and I will send you a link to come on the show, okay? Just give me a little bit of background on what you want to talk about, and be ready for April, May, and Catfish to kind of sing along with you, to kind of bring you out of your shell. We got a special guest coming on, which I can't wait for. April, May, and Catfish, stay, just stay tuned, like stay tuned in the back. I'm gonna pull you off, but you might be on deck to come on and chat with this guest.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So thanks for your first song. You guys are going to be doing some more songs. Okay, we're not done yet because this is the eve of Halloween. I mean, come on.
Whoa.
All right, so we'll see you soon. Elise, I think that we need a guest to come on as our advocate, first of all, to kind of help us inform people. What do psychics and mediums need? His name is Find It, Fix It. He's not only...
Oh, I know
But
him.
yeah, Intuitive Radio show guest. He came in for our guest. His motto is, I find it, I fix it, it's done. So we called him Find It, Fix It. All right, he's the contractor extraordinaire. You might see him walking around the house here. You might see him with pails. He doesn't answer me when I put him on the web. But he's been around for a long time. April and Dave know Finds It, Fix It. He's found and fixed many things for them. But his motto is, he's going to come in, tell it like it is. Again, you think, I'm tough, Elise is tougher. This guy, he's psychic, and he's even more tough. But he's got a sensitive soul. You're just not going to see it tonight, I don't think. All right, so
I'm interested in this.
all right, he's just, I kind of, Find It, Fix It doesn't appear, like he's like one of the blue moons, okay? He's like a blue moon. He only appears once every like 7 years. Okay? You won't find him out. You won't find him just around. He's kind of like a rare ornament. You just kind of, he'll show up and I kind of like said, hey, Find It, Fix It. We need you tonight. We need you to talk to some of these people. And he wasn't he doesn't want to show up. He wants to just be in the background, but this is his once in 7 years appearance. So Find It, Fix It. How you doing?
I got the bracelet.
Yes, Find It, Fix It is a recipient of one of our
that's
bracelets.
mine.
You'll get yours in the mail soon. So Find It, Fix It. I want to ask you, when you put that bracelet on, can you tell us what started to happen for you?
I got 3 calls in one day for work.
Did you?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Manifesting bracelet.
And you
people don't-
needed that.
People don't believe that Marisa knows what she's talking about. They do, but then they want to second guess it. And
Right.
and yet she said, put this bracelet on, it's magic, and it will do great things for you. And then like that, 3 calls.
Right. And you've got the blue and purple, and you also got another one for yourself that had to fix another issue that was going
I
on,
do.
right?
I'm
privileged
to have 2 bracelets at the moment.
Okay. So what does this one actually, represent, the purple and the blue?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
I guess he doesn't remember. All right. So the blue is third eye. It's a psychic area. So we want him to just be intuitive and flow with, instead of planning and finding it, fixing it, and doing it. Okay. He's just going to flow with where the universe is taking him. And the crown chakra is getting that information, that energy, that power. Okay, so this is the confidence booster. This is the confidence bracelet. This is the work bracelet. The other one is tuning in his inner energies. Okay, he needed 2. That's how much we had to fix with him. But it's working out. All right?
Works. Don't.
Yeah. So
Right.
tell us about Find It, Fix It. What's your motto and why?
I mean, what more is there to say? I find it, I fix it, it's done. I mean, that's it.
All right, and you have some. Yeah, find and fix it done. So, would you say you've been doing a good job at finding and fixing people's problems lately, or you find that
I think
people
I've
aren't really
taken-
listening?
I've taken a little bit of a hiatus from trying to find it and fix it. I tried the other day. I was at Home Depot, and somebody was asking somebody about something, and then I, sometimes I like to chime in because, give my 2 cents, and I said, hey, you really should get this part's a little more expensive, but it's worth it. And he looked at it, and he wanted to go the cheap route, the route that, might have your kitchen flooding. He didn't want to spend the extra $10. I wish him luck, but, people don't want to listen,
Yeah, and then they realized that Find and Fix It knew what they were talking about right from the beginning.
People don't listen.
They don't.
All right, so you also happen to be a consultant for psychics and mediums in the field of letting people know how we work and what they should and should not be doing to us and saying to us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
you want to know.
Yeah, so we were just talking about earlier how we're trying to tell people what to do. They're calling, they're paying for readings, right? And then they're not listening, but then they're calling and emailing and texting the same thing over and over again. How do we fix this problem?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you. They just won't listen. Maybe they should call me, and I'll ask them what you told them, and I'll yell at them and say, why aren't you listening?
Right, and do we want to hear from people asking us the same things over and over again?
No, we don't. It's they're spending their hard-earned money, to talk to you. And
yeah.
You have a gift, and if they want to vent to somebody, vent to their girlfriend or
right.
whomever. But there's a reason they're calling you.
I mean, not with every client, but I find with certain clients, they want an answer to a question, and I'll give them like different avenues to work with. And I'm like, well, none of that's going to work. Like they totally poo-poo it right there in the reading. So I'm like, well, these are your options. I can't like make you do it, but I can pretty much guarantee if you do try one of these things, it might open you up to another event that might help you get to the place you want to be. And not all of there's like 2 specific people that do that, but they have to accept it. They're coming for advice, accept the advice, and again, they're if I was paying that money, I would want to be open to anything that was coming through for a message.
Absolutely.
Right.
And it's rare that people are actually willing to do the work to have a change in their lives.
Change is scary.
Mm-hmm. But I know that if anyone talks to either of you, they're going to have a great opportunity to, have direction to make that change. It's really just the willingness. And so if you're going to book a reading, be willing to listen to the advice and maybe try it. Might help you a little bit.
Yeah, I know Elise probably heard from this, but there's a lot of people that argue us when they call and say, oh, no, that doesn't make any sense. I want to do it this way, and this is why I want to do it this way. And it's the same thing they were calling about before. And also, Find and Fix It, we're going to bring somebody on so that we can find and fix the problems very soon, and you're going to be helpful with that. I just have to email them, okay? But Find and Fix It, you have a very strong viewpoint on people like calling us outside of work and giving us they think that we're always intuiting 24/7 at the deli, in the bathroom, and we're just available for constant information. How do you feel about that? Find and Fix. How do we fix that problem?
Well, the first thing that came to mind, this is a little different, but when you're out in public and someone finds out that you're a medium, a stranger, and then immediately they're like, oh, what do you see about me? And if you were at a party and someone, you found out they were a doctor, would you pull your pants down and have them check out a mole? Probably not. And so it's kind of the same thing. And the same thing, even if you had a friend that was a doctor, would you be texting them every 30 seconds, hey, my throat hurts a little bit. What should I do? I have a little cough. I don't feel too good. Maybe once in a while, you want to make sure you're not dying or something, you know, you could ask, you know, the doctor like what to do. But, you know, I think sometimes with you and I'm sure other people in your field, they get the number and they give them an inch and they take a mile. So
Right.
Yeah.
stop is really the solution, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we
look at
need
Michael
that
Ruff.
boundary.
Look at
What did
Michael
Mike
Ruff.
say? I get
He gets
dental
dental questions
all
all the time.
I imagine he does.
It's
Yeah.
But
tough,
I think,
though.
yeah. Well, I think the onus is on us too. It's like, you know, you can't be so accommodating all of the time. You know, we're still human. We're not magical. You know?
Yeah. But sometimes
And
we want to talk to you about you and like us as a person.
Right.
Like we want to be a person to you sometimes too.
Yeah, you don't want to be working all the time.
no,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. We need to set the boundaries a little bit
Look,
It's hard
in
and
those
because
situations. What's
people
that?
Yeah.
don't realize that, you know, it's not just them talking to you about that. You could have, you know, if you just gave your cell phone number out to everybody in the world, you'd be getting hundreds of text messages a day. And it's like, you know, you're not trying to be, you know, rude about it or not wanting to share, because I know you, and I know you probably feel bad to some extent that you can't help every single person. But I mean, there's just so many hours in the day, and you have to kind of, you know, live your life too beyond, you know, the intuitive aspect. So it's difficult, but I think people don't necessarily realize that. And it's tough, especially with, you know, emotional problems. When people are emotional about things in their lives, they kind of have tunnel vision with it. So it's, you know, then they,
Especially when you're an empath and you're feeding on all that sad energy and health issues, and you know, it does take a toll. You know, you want to be on your game when you're reading. You want to be totally clear when you read. And for myself, I like immediately I'll like start feeling like the knee aching, or like they have something wrong with their toe, and like all the medical stuff starts happening. And then by the end of the reading, I feel like I got beat up because of all of their issues that are going on. So, and emotional too. When they have, you know, they're upset, you know, they're having a bad time. Especially now with COVID, everybody wants a reading to see what's going to happen. Is it going to get
Right.
better? Am I going to get a job? And you know, I would love to say, yeah, you get a job and you get a job, but you know, it's so uncertain these days with what's happening. You know, I would love to say that, but you know,
I hear you.
yeah.
I mean, I'm ready to bring somebody else on to talk about this. Sarah
Okay.
Rook. Now, Ann Nober, she has something to say. Wow, really, Shane, people do that to you. Sounds like they want instant gratification without doing the work. Well, a lot of times I tell people what to do, but they don't listen, but then they want to keep asking me the same thing over and over again on what to do.
So true. Yeah.
And I'm like, but I just told you. Find a fix it wouldn't have that. He just wouldn't have that.
well, that's why no one calls me with their problem.
Yeah, because he just stops answering.
Like,
So,
no, they just don't want to hear what I'll have to say because I'll give it to them straight.
all right, well, Michelle says, wear a shirt that has off duty on it. Honey, I've tried. I've worn it on my forehead. I've worn it. I'm off duty. Let me just ask you one question. Could I just ask you just one question? I promise it'll just be one question.
And an hour
No,
later.
it's
Right.
not just one question. So we have a guest that's coming on. Find a fix it. Be ready with your fix it antenna on. We got Sarah here. Sarah, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Welcome to the lounge.
Thanks
Hey.
for having me.
You're backstage.
Yeah,
How does it feel?
it's exciting.
Wow, this is our first, like, we're just bringing people on. How you doing? Thanks for coming. Welcome to, you know, the day before Halloween. How are you feeling on the day before Halloween?
Actually a little relaxed but nervous at the same time. You know, I got a lot going on, and so I'm all over the place with stuff right now.
Okay, well, we want to do some tag team with you. Okay?
Go for it.
So I'm gonna let, you know, and Find a Fix It here, he's like a blend of very practical insight. Now, you have the tough love people right now in your corner, but it's all out of love. It's all because we want you to transition.
And it's
So
not
don't
even
get mad.
popcorn on top of it,
You
right?
talked to me
Yeah,
a couple weeks
3.
ago. You said I was stuck, and I've been stuck in this like thing, and you said I need to get out of it like soon. Like,
Yeah.
you were like, so let's bring it on.
All right. Well, tell us what's going on in the most, without, bearing your soul too much that you don't want to, but give us some detail about your situation so we could tune into it.
So I had a rough relationship with my mom. It was pretty hard. Some verbal abuse and stuff like that. That was hidden from everybody except for like, I was the only one that knew what went on. I let that go on until I had my child, and then I told my mom I couldn't anymore, and I told her, the abuse got so bad that, don't call me, don't talk to me anymore, and that was 11 years ago. And she like destroyed my family relationship. um we ended up losing my dad suddenly, due to a lot of stress, and there's some questions with that of how that happened. That was hard, and then losing him, he really, then that was like all that I had left of my family. I don't know my dad's side of the family. My mom's side of the family is gone. So it's just me and my brother. So that was a huge, huge loss for me. It was a sense of losing everything and losing my family. I have a husband and son, and his family is amazing, but it lost like a big part of me. So that sent me down a very bad spiral road. Just with the issue with my mom, it made big toughs between me and my brother. My brother and I really don't get along, but he's the only thing that I have, so I try to hold on to that. And then so my anxiety has been horrible. And I was very suicidal this past summer because it's just, I got so bad. I made toughs in my relationship with my husband. So I just spiraled out of control. I reached out for help. I'm on, like anxiety medicine. I went back to school to finish my degree. So I'm trying to turn my life around and make it better. So there's a little summary of of me.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's funny, and I don't mean to like don't be offended by this, but I read so many people that I don't really remember anything I've told you before. So it's hard for me to go back to that.
Yeah.
So if you just want to ask a specific question in one of those areas, kind of where you're headed as far as like what the current energies are bringing you and any of the tough transitions you're having at the moment. Like where would you like to, what's your goal and where are you stuck?
I guess like, am I making the right decisions in going back to school, in my career decisions, and in my like family decisions? Because I guess what's in the past is the past. I want to move past that. I want to move on, and I want to make my life better. So am I going the right way? Am I making those right decisions? Just to get on a better road. I guess that's where I'm at.
And are you still stuck, or are you feeling like you're taking the actions to kind of get there?
I think I'm taking the actions to get there.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I am. But I haven't been successful in the past. I'm hoping I'm being better this time around, of letting go of the past and being more positive and trying to let go of that anxiety.
Okay. And what, I guess, what do you want to go to school for? So I could tune into that.
So I'm in special education. I'm a teacher's assistant right now in emotional support. So I would like to continue that at the high school level, and I want to teach special education.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Elise, I'm going to let you pull a few cards on Sarah first, and I'm just going to tune in on my own.
Well, Sarah, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. As you were speaking, I was pulling cards and trying to get a read on you. You got to let everything in the past go because you're holding it really tight.
Yes.
And the Nine of Swords came up, and it's like you're letting things bother you that shouldn't be bothering you anymore.
Okay.
You really need to let it go. We were discussing the games that were played with you in the past, and you mentioned about your mom and how your brother and you don't get along. I just see you just focusing on yourself and your immediate family with your husband and your children.
Yeah.
Do you have children? Yeah.
One son.
So, Okay, so I do see school because the next card is the High Priestess, and in this card you'll see the columns, and for me that means education. I feel you're going in the right direction,
Okay, good.
especially, and I feel you have an intuitive side also.
I think I
Listen to
do.
your,
Yes.
listen to your intuition. Listen to that gut voice saying, hold up,
Okay.
get yourself together. You tend to get over emotional on things. You get a little bit more hyped up.
Yes.
You got to find a release for that.
Okay.
Okay. I'm feeling more spa-like treatment, yoga, meditation.
I get
You can
massages.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'll go with that.
are you having issues? Here we go, medical. Are you having issues with your wrist or your arms? I'm feeling there's like a lack of circulation or tingling going on.
Yeah, actually, well, I have an injury in my hip and I have like old injuries like in my neck.
It's stemming down into your arms.
Yes, like into my arm. Yeah.
Okay. So, are you seeing a doctor for that?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I
When
was
you
thinking
can,
about it.
yeah, because it's not going to get better. The more
Okay.
you move your head, more tension on the nerve endings that's being affected in the
Right.
neck area. You're going to have more issues with your hands.
Okay. Okay.
So it's just good to see if everything's okay. There's no herniations.
Okay.
I see you excelling with I think going back to school is the best thing you ever made, the best decision you ever made.
Okay, cool.
Do you have any kind of food allergies, wheat, gluten? Are
Mm.
you so is there somebody that has like celiac disease? Because I'm getting the wheat allergy. It's like overwhelming.
So my mother-in-law, she has allergies to a lot of food.
Okay. So is it uncontrolled medication? Because I'm getting the big pill behind. Because you see how the wheat's here?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it looks like she's either not on the right medication, the medication's too high, and it's causing adverse reactions to
Okay.
whatever. So
Okay.
she would have to go. So the situation with your mother, I kind of see there is a reconciliation, but not to your liking. Like
Oh,
it's going to
okay.
be on her terms,
Okay.
and it's not going to be a good deal between the two of you.
Not
And I
surprised.
get that. Usually this is a happy card with reunion and
Yeah.
bonding. I don't get that from this card at all, unfortunately. It has to be on her terms.
Okay.
And
That
she
makes
makes you
sense.
feel like you're a little girl, even at your age, you're a
Yes.
married woman.
Yes.
You need to block her,
Yeah.
block her, block her. That's
Yeah.
what you need to do with her.
Yeah.
And as much as it may hurt you because it's your mom, you have to realize, you don't expect to be treated like that, like you're nothing.
Right.
And,
Yes. Yes.
because if you did that to her, you should be all in your face.
Right. Yes. You're spot on. Yes.
Okay. So, yeah. So, I'm feeling that your question on education, I really feel you're doing the right thing. You're going in the right direction.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah. But release, let it all go.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
try that.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Sarah, I'm just going to jump in here. Like I said, don't remember what I've told you in your reading because it doesn't really come from me. So you might hear the same information or even different information or more information.
Okay.
I don't know why, but in spirit, I'm getting the energy of a dog that passed over on the other side that is around you and barking and nipping at your ankle or the bottom of your leg like this animal used to do this in life. That animal is around you to comfort you right now and to be with you.
Okay.
And I just feel like they're around you very strongly.
Oh.
I also am getting the sense that the anxiety that you're feeling is a lack of safety. Okay. Like, so your body, it's like a robot. It's like hardwired to certain outside stimuli. And so when you feel that in another person, it doesn't even have to be mom. It could be something that mom like represented. And somebody is like very pushy with you, or they're very forceful, or they're like very intense. Cause I feel like there was like a little bit of an engulfing with her, a little bit of a suffocating energy.
Yes.
So if you feel that with somebody who's like very needy as a friend, or somebody who's constantly texting you, and like, I feel like you'll get those symptoms of the heart racing and the anxiety and the overwhelm.
Okay.
So I feel like even though you cut your mom off, I'm getting a sense that you have to watch out right now with friends and with people around you that are pulling from you and draining you, because I still see that energy that you were trying to fix with your mom is now it's like a garden hose that's kind of like leaking out into other areas of your life.
Right.
So you have to really do an inventory on your friendships. That's going to
Okay.
be really important. Are you having some like skin issues? Like like a lot of patches of dryness or itchiness,
I
or
have
I'm getting
on my back, there's like this spot that always itches like crazy, and
Mhm.
there's nothing there. And it just like, it drives me nuts.
Okay, because I'm getting this itchiness like on a patch of your skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
This is strange, but I'm getting something about a fabric in pants or jeans that is causing you some like
Okay.
sensitivity.
Okay.
So just be very aware of that, and it's causing like a little bit of a nerve reaction.
Okay. That's
Okay.
okay. Yeah. Oh, all right.
Do
That's
you
what I was thinking. I'm like,
understand?
I think it's my, like, it feels like a nerve thing because there's nothing there and
Yeah.
it drives me nuts. Yeah.
Let me just ask you this question, and it's like not to be like I'm doing this myself, like for the the pandemic and stuff. Like obviously, I needed to buy the next size pants, and I
Right.
didn't want to, so I went to the store, I bought the next size pants. I'm like, I just brought them home. I'm like, I can't do this. Went
Right.
back out and wore the pants just as tight as I did before, and I'm like, I gotta just lose the weight. So I don't know if the pants are just like a little bit too tight and they're pressing on the nerve, but I'm getting the sense of fabric around you.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I just lost 20 pounds and everything's fitting
that's
like
awesome.
noodles. And
So
everything's it's not fitting correctly. Yeah.
okay, so you might need some new clothes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm also getting the name Bill around you, William or Bill or Billy, and this doesn't have to be a past person. It could be a living person, and it doesn't have to be a relative. Okay, so do you
Okay.
know anyone named Bill?
Well, yeah, we just we bought a friend's house whose name is Bill William. Yeah.
Okay, you bought his house?
We bought his house. Yeah.
Okay, and how is that house coming along for you?
Well, the sale almost pretty much ruined our friendship, but we completely took the house and we revamped and redid the whole house. So the house is gorgeous now. It wasn't before.
Okay, because did you know you have spirits in your house that are surrounding you all the
So
time?
I thought there was like, I've sensed it, so I like talk to them because I feel like they're there, but I've never seen them. But I've always like, hey, I hope you're okay that we're here. Like I just had this like sense that somebody's here because our
Yeah.
house is like old. It was built in the 1939.
Yeah. Well, you have a female energy there.
Okay,
And is Bill's house a different house or is it the same house?
this was Bill's house.
Okay. Is he alive or passed?
He's alive.
Okay. There's something around him I don't like. Okay, an energy.
Okay,
And I feel like there's something like you need a house clearing too, because while there's the spirits around you that are good,
right.
I don't like some of the energy that he left in the house.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay, so
Yeah.
some of that anxiety you're feeling, yes, it has to do with your childhood, but I also feel you're feeling spirit, and that could also feel like anxiety.
Okay.
So, hate to say it, but they kind of feel the same.
Okay. Okay.
And so, find and fix it. What are you feeling about all this? I mean, how do you think Sarah could be fixed here?
Well, you brought me somebody that actually is, trying to change and doing a good
Yeah.
job.
So
I
you
mean,
can't be too. I know we
No,
can't be too mean with you because you're doing such a good job.
like I probably tell everybody, like, do you have a therapist? If not, get a good therapist.
I do. It's
So
actually
there you go.
my
You're doing
brother-
everything right. So there you go.
Well, it's my brother's girlfriend out in Portland because I like threw him a Hail Mary. I'm like, look, I'm not doing well. I'm like, I need to find. He's like, you can talk to her, but I only can talk because of the pandemic. She's in a different state, so I only can talk to her to the end of November, and then I'm
Well,
on my own.
That's probably good because you want to talk to somebody that's not,
Yeah.
related to you.
Yeah.
That could be weird. And then I don't know what you feel about this, Marissa, but the shaman was coming to mind.
Yeah. I think you need the clearing by like a Peruvian shaman.
What's that?
Well, she's
That's
not
like-
Peruvian, but she
No.
practices Peruvian shamanism.
Yeah, I think she would be great for you. I'll have to give her your information off the show.
Okay. that's
Okay,
fine.
so email us. But like, I hope we were able to help. You seem like you're helping your. This is like a model client. I mean,
I know.
we asked for somebody that was a little different.
Yeah.
You're not difficult at all. You're
No.
doing a great job.
Thanks.
You might feel a little bit insecure because of how you grew up, like you said, all those cycles. But you are right where you need to be. You obviously have been listening. You've been watching. You've been doing. Congratulations. We got to give you a bracelet. Which one do you want?
Thank you. Ooh, I'm so excited.
All right. So what is your wrist size? Do you know what your wrist size is?
Like it's like if I get like a watch, I usually do like a small, medium.
But you don't know inches wise.
I don't know inches. No.
Can I see your wrist? Is it a small one or just a regular size? It looks like regular size, right?
Regular. Yeah.
I'm 5 foot, so I'm short.
Okay. Well, there's this one, which is kind of like for the healer. It's for the
Okay, I'll
healer.
take
It's
that.
got Turk. You want to see the other ones, or you're just going to take this?
Whatever you like think is best for me. I'll trust you.
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think about this one for Sarah?
I think every time you pick one, that first one is the one that's meant for the person.
Okay, Sarah, I think this is one's for you. I hope it fits.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Okay, so send me where are you located?
I'm in Pennsylvania,
Where in Pennsylvania?
Bucks County.
Okay, I'm not coming out there. So you just send me your address. I'll get this out to you, and I'm going to tell you like the meaning of this. This is for the wounded healer. This is what this means. See all this silver? It's connecting to your silver cord. Like when you come out of your body, that silver cord is attached to you. So it represents the astral plane. It represents healing on earth as well as on the other realms of existence. So you're going to be healing, but you're also going to be very much protected while you're healing others
awesome.
as well. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. Congratulations. These are the people that are getting these bracelets, people. Everybody's asking, are you selling them? No, I'm not selling them. I make them and then I intuit who they're for. It would take away the purpose if I sold them. Find It, Fix It said no selling. I have to listen to them. This is what it says. Okay, so you are the recipient because you're doing the work.
Thank you.
And you're doing a good job. So you're going to be getting this in the mail.
You are.
Just send me your address, okay?
All right. Do I just reply to the email that you sent with the link?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be great. Okay, thanks, Sarah, for coming on. Hope you enjoyed being on the lounge.
Nice meeting
I
you,
did.
Sarah.
Thank you guys.
Okay.
I appreciate
Have a
it.
great
Bye.
weekend.
See ya.
All right, so she's doing what she's supposed to do.
Absolutely.
So we didn't have to even show. Find It, Fix It doesn't even
What am
have
I
to do
doing
any
here?
work. Wait
That
a
was
second.
too easy.
I really want Lori Matthews to come on. She has. I'm just going to read her question. Find It, Fix It, because I want to hear what you have to say about this. Lori, if you come on, I mean, you might just get a bracelet. All right. So let's see.
Just for the question.
Just for the question. I can't give away, she says people are sleeping in her house, but I still want her to come down. Whatever. She says she's been married going on 11 years, been with her husband over 20 years. He wants sex, but she hates sex. What does she do? Find It, Fix It. This seems right up your alley. This seems right up your alley. This is not even anything intuitive or spiritual. This is about sex. So tell us about it. What should she do?
If you want them to leave you alone, then, what else is there to say?
Well, I don't know if she wants him to leave her alone. She says he wants sex, but he hates sex. So, what?
Like, she hates it. He
Yeah.
doesn't hate it. Yeah.
Right.
She's put
She asked
her
if.
age.
So, Lori, how long have you not been giving him sex? Is the question that I have. Like, how long have you not had sex? If you don't mind me asking, because you're saying you've been with him, you married 11 years, but you hate sex. But are you still giving him sex? That's the question, right? Find It. I mean, you want to know that. Maybe she hates it, but she's still giving it. And then she's like, "Do you think it will work out if I keep putting him off? Do you think it'll work out if she keeps putting him off? Like, how do men handle it?
I need more information.
What do you need? What do you want to know?
Well, you just asked her that question.
What did I ask her?
Didn't you just ask her if she's actually doing it or not?
Yeah. Is that what you need to know?
Yeah. I
Okay.
need more information.
Yeah. All right. Lori Matthews says, I do it when I can't get out of it.
Oh.
So how often is that, Lori? Is that once a year? Is it once a month? I mean, could you answer a question about sex for men? Find It, Fix It for me. Are men just like, okay, if you just give it to them, are they satisfied? Or do they need that emotional connection and women to be into it?
Well, yeah, I mean, they want you to seem like they enjoy it.
Okay,
That would be
I think she's gonna come on. I think she's
Oh,
gonna
no.
come on.
I don't know
Okay.
if I can handle this.
This is right up your alley.
Spot.
We're gonna answer too. We're just
Yeah.
wanting. We just
Yeah,
want to
no,
know a man's perspective because we don't know how men think,
right.
and you do. So, okay, let me just type. I just need her email. Just put your email here, Lori, in the chat, and I'll send you a link to come on. Okay, but before we do that, we're gonna go back to April May. They're gonna do a song,
Okay.
and hi guys. You guys know Find and
Hey.
Fix It. You guys know Find and
do.
Fix. Yes.
Hey, how you doing?
There it is.
Does this look familiar?
It does.
What is that? Find and Fix It.
That's my first bass.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a
And then
musician.
it had a tragic accident, and Dave brought it back to life.
Kind of, sort of.
It
So-
plays.
Yes.
It plays better with you.
Yes.
So Dave is the ultimate Find and Fix It.
No.
Just on stringed thingeds.
All right. Well, I'm gonna bring you guys back on. We're gonna put all of us to the side. I'm gonna email Lori Matthews and see if she'll come on because I think we're gonna help this woman out
Just
and
put her
find and
email
fix.
up.
Yeah, Find and Fix It. I believe in you, and I think we're gonna go ahead with this, but we need you to interject. Okay.
I will
So-
interject.
Awesome. Let me get these guys on the screen here. I'm gonna mute all of you, and then they're gonna talk to us about their song and see what they have to play.
Okay. So this song is well, I'm not even gonna explain it. You'll know when you hear it. It's in honor of Halloween and the blue moon. Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for, silently saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. Without a love of my own. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Without a love of my own. Without a love of my own.
Great job, guys.
So much.
Hey.
Thank
That
you
poster, and it
so.
said, Blue moon, you saw me standing alone. I was like, yes, she's psychic.
I
We were just
know that's so
practicing that.
weird, and I had no idea which one you were gonna like. I I don't know. I just haven't had enough of what you just did. Could we have more? Are you planning on doing a third song, or are you done?
We could do another one if you like.
Please. Oh my God. I was enjoying that so much.
Okay.
It's very
Find
good.
It, Fix It. Did you enjoy that?
I didn't know Dave could play the bass. That
Oh,
was
I
pretty
didn't
cool.
either.
During pandemic.
You've been practicing, huh?
Wow. Did you just unveil that and totally shock Find It, Fix It? Like, I didn't know you
I
played
thought he was
bass
just
either.
showing it off. I didn't know he was going to play it.
Wow. Very exciting.
Wait a minute here. Well set.
All right. We got one for you.
Okay.
This is a Junebug inspired song for this particular holiday. Yes. It's also to help out the people that are having a tough time. You know, what? I was working in my lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from the slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash,
he did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It is a graveyard
He did
smash.
the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from the humble abode to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash,
They did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They did
smash.
the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
they did the mash.
They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rock and all, we're digging the sounds. Eagle on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with a vocal group, the Crypt Kicker Five. They played the monster mash, and in my graveyard smash, it caught on in a flash. They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drax's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled just by one thing. He opened the lid, shook his fist, and said, "Whatever happened to my Pennsylvania twist?
It's not a mash,
It's now the monster mash,
the monster mash.
and now my graveyard smash.
Not a mash,
It caught on in a flash.
not a mash.
It's not a monster mash. Not everything's cool. Drax a part of the band, and my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you to live in, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, telling Boris sent you.
Then you can mash,
Then you can monster
the
mash
monster mash.
and do my graveyard
Then you
smash.
can mash,
We'll catch on in a
then
flash.
you can mash.
Then you can monster mash. Mash cool. Mash cool. Igor, you impetuous fool. Mash cool. Mash cool. Mash cool. Not everything's cool. Everybody's bothered about, and the monster mash is the hit of the land. For you to living, this mash was meant to. But when you get to my door, telling Boris sent you.
Then you can mash,
Then you can monster
the
mash
monster mash.
and do my graveyard
Then you
smash.
can mash,
You'll catch on in a flash.
then you can mash.
Then you can monster mash. Too much mash. Oh man, let me tell you what.
Monster mash,
Somebody send me the Exorcist, please, in a flash. Mash good. Just not too much mash. Mash good. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Love it.
I wish
Love,
Ming were
love.
here for
Perfect.
this one. She would have loved it.
I did
It's her favorite
dedication. I said
song.
Pennsylvania twist instead of Transylvania.
Oh.
Pennsylvania because you're in Pennsylvania.
Ah,
Oh my God. You guys are awesome. That was so cool.
Thank you.
Look, you guys, do you guys still have the vintage style pumpkin lanterns?
Yes, we do.
Awesome.
You want to model one?
Yes.
It's up there.
Oh my God, they're great. Everybody loves what you guys are doing.
oh, so funny.
Thank you.
Thank you, Betty.
So Michelle says that your new album's absolutely awesome. So she
you,
loves
Michelle.
it. People, Mary Matthews said great entertainment. You guys, we love the way you. I love the everything you're doing tonight. Find a Fix It did a light show during your
I know.
Yeah.
your show. So
Thank
we're
you.
very exciting.
Well, we just
So
want to say thank you, Marisa, for having us as your Halloween band. We're
It's an honor.
huge fans of you and all your work and how you guide everyone. And we truly appreciate the office and all the things that you do that help us all stay on track. And it's really been an honor to be your Halloween band. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
oh well, I'm not done with you guys yet. Do you think I'm done with you? I'm not done with you. You guys are gonna be on again. Come on. We can't just say goodbye. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying goodbye. I'm just saying thank you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I appreciate everything you guys did and all of our fans appreciate everything you've done also. So we just, everything tonight, you guys just like are bringing us all into the vibe. It's just awesome. Thank
Good.
you.
Good.
Thanks,
So I want to, I want to talk to you guys a little bit more. Laura Matthews, I don't know where she was. We sent her the email. She hasn't come on yet, but we have another guy here. So I'm just wondering if you want to comment on this question, Dave.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have to put the guitar down?
No, if it makes you feel more comfortable, you can definitely keep it on.
It's up to you.
Well,
So do you want me to read the question again?
yeah, wait a minute. Hang on.
All right. Where's this question?
Yeah, I'll need to turn it up so I can hear you a little better.
All right.
Shoot.
So the question is, she's been married going on 11 years. Now, we're not men, so we don't know. I can tell you psychically what's going on, but I don't know. I'm not a guy. Going on married 11 years, been with him for 20 years. Okay. He wants sex, but she hates sex. What does she do? Do you think it will work out if I keep putting him off?
That is a good question. And deserves an answer.
That's right. And what do you think as the man of the hour here?
I think that he should dig deep down and find what's really important in a relationship as together, because a relationship is not all about sex. True relationships and true love is about making things work in the living world, surviving. And there's always different things and different ways, unique ways to handle outlets, so to speak. Does that answer a little better?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't expect such a profound just answer.
Well-
So what you're saying, let me see if I could understand you a little more, because I want some more of this here. I think you have a lot to offer.
Good.
So you're saying that if she doesn't want sex, there must be something going on with her, that maybe she's not getting some of her emotional needs met. And
Oh.
is that what you're saying? Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's right. She needs to have more substance. I mean, not to sound cliche, but yeah, she needs more substance, not shallow. And you know what? I mean, when they were together for how long did you say?
20
20
years.
years.
20.
Now, you think that in 20 years,
You would get it, right?
compared to like say a bottle of wine, like in the first year of its, what do you call it, when aging, wine, it'd be more like, like a Ripple or something like a cheap wine, something like that, a Mad Dog, But in 20 years, that wine you would think would turn fine, and the only way that I can turn fine is through, you know, uh, through time. And in 20 years, people evolve into different things, and that's what being in a marriage is about, evolving into and morphing into more evolved things of understanding with each other, because everybody has certain things that they have to um, I almost had the word. They have to resolve for themselves to make life worth living.
Wow, two different men, two different answers. Find it, fix it. What do you think of Dave's answer here?
It got me thinking that I think I need a little more context to the question, because I have, it could be deeper, and I just don't have enough information to really chime in on it.
All right. Well,
But I like,
Lori Matthews was in the waiting room. I was just about to bring her on, and then she disappeared.
Oh,
So she was just on. Uh, Please come back, Lori, if you're still here. Now, Marianne says she's blocking him because she is disappointed in something. He will find someone else to give him what he needs. Deal with it now or lose him. I've been there and lost. Well, that's
See, that's shallow.
hard. Do you think Marianne's being shallow, or do you think that it's her husband that was
I don't
shallow?
think, I don't think that, because I'll just say, not the person that gave the answer, but I think the answer is a little shallow.
Okay, well, let's bring Lori. Let's bring Lori on.
I'm gonna adjust an echo. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay, we have a little echo.
Let's bring Lori. Lori, are you there?
Uh-oh. Can't hear.
Lori?
I think she froze.
Hello.
She's there, but we can't really hear her.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
All right, because we take the echo up. Okay.
All right. So Lori, we're having trouble with her devices, but it's just interesting what Marianne said, because she's given us another side of the coin, that she's been in this situation because maybe resentment. I know a lot of women get resentful and they don't want to engage.
it sounds like she said she just doesn't like it. Period. So it really.
Maybe there's pain, maybe there's discomfort, maybe there could be other reasons.
reason
but,
why.
I mean, if you
Exactly.
really love somebody and you're married for somebody 20 years and you don't know somebody a little more inside and outs with them, I mean, I'm still not going to know everything. Let's just put it that way, maybe.
Right.
But
There's underlying pain, definitely, probably.
you would want to evolve to try to go to, there's things. I don't know if you ever heard of this, but speaking of spiritual, I mean, there's Tantra. There's all kinds of things out there.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of different things. There's meditation, Tantra, and there's different releases. There's different. Love is something more than surface. Love, true love, goes deep.
Wow, for someone who just started playing the bass and coming on with the monster mash, I sure didn't expect all this from you, Dave. I mean,
He's pretty
You've done
deep.
good, Dave.
now Angela's coming at it from a different perspective. She's saying, I think sometimes your sexual drive goes low and you just don't desire it anymore. I mean, yeah, people going through menopause, that kind of thing, but there's always, but I think for women, and I've talked to a lot of women in this situation as clients, and a lot of them have resentments toward the guy. And for women, we need that emotional nourishment or we don't want to have sex. It's just kind of like, if you piss us off and you're not giving us that emotional connection, like men, it's almost like men need to be physical in order to bond, and women need to be, women want emotional bonding in order to have sex, and men want to have sex to have emotional bonding. So it's kind of like, if you give a man sex, he feels more connected to you. If you give a woman emotional connection, she feels like she wants to have more sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to dig deeper into what's going on with Lori because I want to give her an answer and we're trying to get her on. So I think you're right, Dave. We need to know more information. Okay. Lori, are you there?
Yeah.
Lori? Okay. I don't know. We don't seem we can, I don't think we can get her. Lori, if you're in the private chat, if you go on the private chat on the webcam, no, she's not in anymore. She could just write us.
Well, you can have
But
a
then-
guest for next week.
I know, right? Michelle says, I know a woman who just does not like sex. That would be the problem. Oh, you know what? I do too. I know many women who just don't like sex. They got married and they told their husband, look, it's just not going to happen if we're married. It's just not going to happen. So, and I guess, what about a woman who just doesn't like sex? Is that an issue for a guy, Dave? A woman who just doesn't like sex?
Is that an issue for a guy? Well,
Maybe it depends on the guy.
yeah, it depends on the guy. Good answer. I can't speak for every. All guys are different now. I know that's one thing you guys say that.
That's all they want,
Listen, guys,
right?
about that, but it's not always what you think. I mean, every bit of everybody is has got a piece of, each other.
You know, I kind of think you got to look at the quality of the relationship too. One, their age. If she is going through medical different changes in her body, menopause, you know, you have low estrogen, you're not going to feel like you want to be with somebody. You don't have that urge. Also, the quality of their relationship. You know, put the sex, you know, always wanting to have sex with her aside. How is the relationship between them outside the bedroom? You know, is he giving her that emotional support without the sexual backup? You know, like how's the relationship? I really think that plays a big part of it too.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you're not in it here. You're not going to be doing anything in the bedroom. You got that wall. You have to excuse me. I have a very sore throat today, so.
Yeah, for women, it's you're giving yourself to the man. And for men, it's like more of a physical release sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a man. I don't know. But I don't know. Find and fix it. Is that the deal? What do you think?
Is what the deal?
Is it just like a physical thing for men? Like they need it physically?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of aspects to it, but you know, we have our primal instincts. There's a lot of things that individuals do, men and women, that are, just these inherent biological urges that drive our behaviors. So, I mean, that is one aspect of it, but, also there's an emotional connection, of course, but it's just like our reptilian brain says, like, we need sex. It's not like, we don't really have any control over it, just like we're hungry, or when we see something, that seems like a threat, we want to run away or fight it. It's that kind of thing. I mean, that definitely is, our biology. So, but of course, yeah, guys want to connect emotionally as well.
So would you say that just giving her husband sex would really fix the problem? Or would you say that maybe as a guy, he might need a little more attention too?
Well, we have to have her on next week. There's just so many questions, because there's a number of situations that could be, what's going on, and we can't really make assumptions, because depending on what the context is would, change the approach on what the best thing to do would be.
Lori, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Oh, we have Lori.
Yay.
We got her. We
Hi,
got her
Lori.
on. Hi, Lori. We've been trying to get you on. We've been talking about you for the past 10 minutes. Have you heard everything we've been saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So we really need to know, like, what the context is here. Are you just not a sexual person, or is there a resentment there? Like, is he not giving you what you want emotionally, like, or is it just that you just don't like sex? We just need to know more about it.
I don't really like sex at all. It's uncomfortable. The back of my knees sweat, and it's uncomfortable. Of course, it doesn't take him long. I can just lay there.
Okay.
That's what my sister told me. Just for a couple of minutes a month, you get what you want, and he gets what he wants. But I think there is some resentment because my daughter died, and it wasn't his kid, and I'm angry at him
Why are you angry at him?
because he wasn't nice to her.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
You can't see me because I'm sitting outside.
That's okay. That's okay.
We
It's
can hear you.
35 degrees out here.
So before you had the traumatic event, was the sex life good?
No, it was only good in my 40s for a short period of time, and that was with him. I've had 3 husbands,
Okay.
and it
And
was good with him for a short period of time.
Hmm.
how about the other husbands?
Um, it wasn't good with them. They're both dead.
Okay. Okay, I don't mean to laugh. It was just the way you said it. It's just kind of like, yeah, they're gone. Um, yeah. So
I mean, the joke around here is I want to be his sister because
Oh,
we do get along really good. Um, and and I even talked about leaving him so he could go find someone else, but he's going to be 71, and uh, I don't know. He's not real good with people, and I found him. He didn't find me.
hmm.
do you like him like a brother? Or do you like him more like, are you not sexually, but are you like attracted to him, like visually?
Visually, yeah, I'm a visual person, and
Okay.
I just like to look at things. I don't really want to be touched by anybody, and I just like to look.
Okay. So do you think that maybe you have a block?
Hmm. Well, I don't know.
Because it seemed to be with other people too, you were having the
Yeah,
same stuff going on. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Uh,
Um,
Laura,
yeah. Go ahead.
No,
Laura,
I'm.
so
Oh, go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Elise.
No, so you said with your other husbands, you were experiencing this lack of interest in sex with them too, correct?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well,
The
how was it
was, but
but prior to you getting married, how was it before, as far as your sex life with your previous husbands and this husband? Was it
um,
different?
yeah. This one was good until
Mm-hmm.
we for 2 years so he could marry somebody else. And then when he divorced that one, I came back.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
So the guy that you're with now, your husband, you guys were together, you got divorced, and he married somebody
No,
else.
I was living with him,
Mm-hmm.
and then he was interested in someone else, so I left, and he married her, and in 6 months he got a divorce, and then called me up, and I came back.
Did he tell you why he was interested in somebody else? Was it because you guys weren't intimate?
No, we were um,
Mm.
just I don't know. I don't think he thought I was smart enough.
But then he came back and obviously wanted to be with you again.
Oh yeah, and now I'm like extremely overweight, and he's madly in love with me.
Yeah, because I mean, psychically, like I know you have this question. Like I don't see him going anywhere.
Right?
So I mean, as far as like your sex drive and everything else, I think that there's been a block for like the past 30 years. I don't think that has anything to do with him. I
Okay.
think that it's just like it could be from your past
Okay.
that you want to heal. Like there's some healing that needs to be done with intimacy and relationships and vulnerability and being close to people. I think that's a bigger issue here with you.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I just feel like I see your energy field and I see it completely blocked. Like you only let people in so far.
Well, how do you unblock it?
You got to do a lot of work.
Oh,
Yeah. You have to like be willing to be vulnerable and lose control and let your walls down. But this probably was connected to something in your upbringing or childhood or, your family of origin is usually where it starts.
so being molested by my grandfather.
Yeah.
That would
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
That's something I didn't want to bring up to you on because we're on live, but that's
I don't
sexual.
care. I tell everyone.
Okay, because that's what came up for me as soon as you started talking was, I mean, sexual abuse is a reason why you wouldn't want sex. That's exactly the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's energetic, it's spiritual, it's physical, and most women who had, sexual abuse have issues with intimacy and sex. It's just they have to kind of force themselves through it, and they have to, kind of screws you up because you are associating sex with, something you didn't want at one point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to what I was saying initially is if you want to experience like all those emotions, that joy, that love, that, finally experience life and be connected to yourself and to him, which I feel he's a good guy. I don't feel he's a bad guy. I really feel like he loves you. He's a good guy. He wants to be with you. He did venture out and he doesn't want anybody else. He tried it, but he is committed to you. But it's you that I'm concerned about. I want you to be able to experience joy and intimacy and love at a deeper level. But you're going to have to revisit that wound to do that. And it all depends, it all comes down to if you want to experience life in a more connected way and a relationship with him in a more connected way.
Right.
But that involves very, very uncomfortable and deep work. And it's not going to take a day. It's probably going to take a couple of years.
Huh.
But he's not going anywhere.
I thought it. Okay. All right. Okay.
What do you think, Catfish Dave? What do you think here?
After hearing that, I mean, first off, I want to say, I'm very sorry that what you have gone through in your life. And I only, extend healing out to you and deep healing that you may find peace with, with that. And from, from what you're saying as well, you're going to have to, you have to start from ground zero, work your way up. Like Marisa said, it's not going to be easy, but you need support. Maybe you can talk with him, and maybe you can get that support from him. Compassion as a starting point, at least love and compassion, to move forward, to climb to where you need to go, so that you may feel like a whole person again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I mean, every person right here that's talking to you definitely wants you to be helped.
Yeah.
So this is a starting point right now for you. And we wish you the very best. So right there, that's your starting point. That's something to keep in a memory for yourself to move forward.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? By being on here, Lori, you're being so brave because you're helping so many people out there that are in the chat room that something similar has happened to them, and you're being the voice for all of the people that are here tonight. And that is so brave, and we really admire that about you.
Absolutely.
And I just have a feeling, I just have to put out some positivity to you, Lori. I think you're a diva. I think you're a very sexual person. I think you're a vixen, and I think it just has to come out. And when it comes out, you're going to be like, what have I been missing my whole life? You're going to really enjoy, if you move through this and heal, I feel like you're going to just have like a whole 10-year run of just great loving. I just feel like you might be like when you tune in back into yourself, I feel like that's going to be a joy for you to get that connection going again. I think it's going to make you really excited and happy.
Okay, I know it'll make him happy.
Well, we're not worried about him right now.
You need to be happy.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah. I mean, have you shared with him what has happened to you in your past, and does he
yeah.
understand and connect that?
Yeah, I think everybody, they have a certain type of person that comes into their life and that goes over and over. And every woman he's been with has been molested. Every one of his wives.
How many times has he been married?
4.
Wow.
Well, if I may add one more thing, once again, just remember, this is not about him. This is about you. You know, for your healing, you have to put yourself first. Remember to put yourself first, and you allow yourself to open yourself up to heal. Not a thing to do. Not like, oh well, I believe that, really to do this right is to just love yourself first. I mean, within. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
And find it, fix it. Last but not least, what are your words of wisdom?
Listen to Marissa and Dave. Those are my words of wisdom.
Everybody is supporting you in the chat room, Lori. Everybody is just so happy that you shared. Adrian has a lot to say. Let's see what she has to say. Being in a partnership with someone should involve both partners. Compromising being one-sided is not fair and would almost be impossible for enjoying each other. Lori, you've had a lot of loss, and it's time to try to figure out a way for you to be happy with yourself and pick up some strength so then you can work with your bond with your husband and start being teammates. That's beautiful, too.
It is.
Great. Well, I mean, we're all here to support you, and I'd love to see you come on the show and make a decision to go and get some help for because somebody obviously compromised you at a very young age and took away that power and took away all that from you. And you know what? By allowing it to keep going, you're just allowing that person to still retain that part of yourself. And, you don't want to keep giving that away. Take it back. Take your power back and just get back to yourself, because you deserve to experience like life and intimacy and vulnerability and connection to yourself, connection to the world around you. You've been numb for a very, very long time. And that's how you feel. You feel numb. Yep. And that's no way to live. You've had great loss, and you deserve to experience life as if this didn't happen to you. And we know that it did, not taking that away. But every day that goes by that you're numb and you have no connection is a day that person still has that control. It's time for you to live your life.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you need to send me your wrist size, girlfriend, so we can get you a bracelet.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you definitely need one.
Okay.
Okay, so email me at the same email that I emailed you to StreamYard. I hope we helped you. I don't know if we did, but we do have so much compassion for you, and we really hope that we gave you a little direction today.
Yep.
So as long as we helped, we're doing our job.
Yep.
Good. Well, we're so glad you were brave enough to come on. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
I wish you the best.
Send me your wrist size, and I will pick out a bracelet for you and send it to you, and your address as well.
Okay, I'll do that.
Where are you from, Lori?
Michigan.
Okay, I'm not driving out there, but I'll send it to you. Okay, thank you, Lori. Thank you so much.
Take care of yourself, Lori.
Thanks.
Many blessings.
All right, guys. Well, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the show to go like that. You just don't know what the lounge is going to bring.
Nope.
This is one of our longest shows. I was expecting it to be an hour, and here we are. Do you guys have any more tunes you want to do to take us out, or you good?
Oh, okay.
We have another moon song.
Do you want another moon song?
I don't know if Lori's still there. Lori, you still there? Lori.
Yes. Yes.
April
yes.
and Catfish are going to do a song for you.
Okay.
All right.
All
Get
right.
you in your energy. So we're going to keep you on here. They're going to do a final song for us tonight.
All right.
Sorry to put you on the spot, Dave, but you guys are just so great tonight. We just want more to take us out, you know?
Oh, well, thank you.
Find It, Fix It we'll do as light show.
Okay, sorry. Here we are. Oh.
All right, so this song is an original song, and it's about a magical, mystical moon that helps people find love. It's called a hoodoo moon, and it comes from my imagination. I don't know if it really exists, but it would be lovely if it did. So on a blue moon for Halloween, if there was going to be a hoodoo moon, I think that would be it.
You all set?
Yep. I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
Hoodoo, hoodoo, that hoodoo man. I'll give you one guess, and I'm sure you can now. Rustle up a feather and take a stab at who's that daring lady and the charm she has now. Hoodoo lady, can you guess too soon? She'll charm the devil right out of you now. You'll beg for mercy, but she's gone too soon, and she won't be back until the hoodoo moon. No, she won't be back. Clouds are moving fast now, high above the liquid blue. Bewitching light, enchantress so true. Enchantress so true. The dream is right on every mind to pluck just like a clementine. You cast your magic eye and lovers swoon. Sister moon, with your full brilliance shone in the dark of night, I feel you call me home. But the hoodoo moon, she makes her presence known, and the feeling hits you like a cyclone. Now, hoodoo moon, your powers on the rise, feel the waves rolling. Now it's high tide. A fever is a brewing as passion's fire. Time to make a wish for your heart's desire. Make a wish on this dark, mysterious night. Your brilliance cast a wondrous light. Your magic spell bewitching all I see. Enchantress so true, lover's dream so granted. A wish is most enchanted. You cast your magic eye and lovers swoon.
Good. Yeah.
You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. Everybody is putting out some great comments.
Thank you.
We just loved all your stuff. April, May, and the June Bugs. Please support them. Get their vintage style pumpkin lanterns and their album, aprilmay.com. They also have some great t-shirts, which I have to get some. I have to get everything. I have to order some stuff from them too. Everybody's clapping. Thank you so much for doing more, all these great songs tonight on the eve of Halloween. It's putting us right into the season. And it was a long show tonight, but it seems like we got to some substance. We got some great music. We got to find out that Dave, Catfish Dave, plays the bass, number one, the upright bass.
And he's a philosopher.
And yeah,
I know.
you're going to have to come on the show to advise. That's your next step.
Yes.
Oh,
So
He's an
now
old fool.
oh no, I'm not.
people are still clapping, guys. People are still clapping. They're so excited.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you
Hey,
so much.
Yeah.
wishing everybody
You guys
a
are
magical, beautiful Halloween.
Yes. Lori, that was for you. That was a
Thank-
shout out for you. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yep, I did. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Everybody have a good night. Let's wave everybody off. Thanks, everybody.
Happy
Have
Halloween,
a great night.
everybody.
Happy
Happy weekend.
Halloween. Bye-bye.